Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans. We are back with another video and we are going to be going over paycheck number 2 for the month of April. And we are doing this a little bit early because I got paid a little bit early because of the way I guess they run our pay cycles or whatever. So we're a little early this month, but that's okay. We still need a budget and we're still going to put it out there. So let's get into the video. So if you guys watched the previous video, you know we ended with a rollover of $357.74. And you guys, we are going to use every bit of it in this budget because if you know, we need it this paycheck. So we're going to start with income. So income, I got paid. It was $2,082.65. My son is also going to contribute $200. So that will be income of $2,282.65. That is expected. So let's just start with what we are going to save. And that is going to be $125 per usual for our house savings sinking fund. We are also going to be doing some sinking funds for $334. So I'll have a cash stuffing video maybe tomorrow for this. We're going to save $334. I did scale that back quite a bit because I need it in my budget. So my plan is to try to do some sinking funds really light this month, and then maybe next month try to play some catch up with what I held back this month. So yeah, you guys, this budget is budgeting. So I am going to transfer $10 to my SoFi IRA. The only loan payment or any debt payment that we have to do this paycheck cycle is for loan number 2, and that's my student loan for $268 that is due on the 10th. That payment came out, but that was money that I had saved from last month. So this month, what I do with this one is I always just transfer it to my savings, and then it gets paid out of my savings whenever the due date comes up. I have to have it on automatic withdrawal. I can't just go ahead and make the payment because I get like a discount on interest for having it automatically withdrawn. So I just put the money in my savings and have the payment come out, when it comes out. So that's how we do that. And we are going to pay our water bill for $59.36. We got Hulu coming out on the 21st for $3.24. So those are the only 2 bills that need to be paid. And I'm actually thinking about moving these to paycheck number 1. Like maybe have everything coming out of paycheck 1 so that like having this loan payment try to come out of paycheck 1 and then having these 2 payments come out of paycheck 1 so that my paycheck number 2, this paycheck, can be only sinking funds and any extra debt payments. But I need to do some math and see if that will work and see if I can move that around to do that. So I'm gonna see. I may even see if my loan servicer will let me change my due date, but I'm not sure about that. So we'll see how that goes for next month. I'll be planning that for next month. So for this paycheck cycle, we're gonna budget $1,840.76 for variables, and that's gonna be groceries, eating out, gas, pets, beauty, spending, vacation, and household. And so first thing is groceries. We're going to budget our usual $400. That seems to be okay. Maybe even a little bit on the high end, but I do want to leave it the same because there are those weeks where I'm going to stock up on things and I really need that in my budget, and I don't really know when that's going to be. So I want to kind of just leave it alone. It's working and it's okay. If we're under budget, we're under budget, but that's okay. Eating out, we're going to budget $76 because that's just what we got. Gas, I'm going to go ahead and budget $70 because I do have some running around that I need to do this weekend, and we do have a trip coming up which is going to put a little bit more gas, we're going to need a little bit more gas in the car to get, back and forth to the airport later on this month. I'm gonna budget $51 still for pets and this is just for pet food, and $65 for beauty, which is just my lashes, and then I'll put $100 towards spending because I plan on hopefully having some of this money left over for our trip coming up at the end of the month. So this $762 budgeted for vacation. I separated it because it is two different trips. This is our airfare to go see my daughter. I finally got the tickets booked. So this is airfare to go see my daughter in May. It's almost been a whole year since I've seen her because she's military. If you guys don't know, haven't watched my intro video, my daughter is in the military, and so with her work schedule and everything like that, like it just hasn't been possible for us to be able to see her. With her work and our PTO schedules, and then I had surgery, and we just could never get our schedules to sync up to be able to see each other. And this is the first time it's been this long that we've gone without seeing each other. So it's been really hard. So like we're definitely making this trip. And I was like, I'm either coming in May or I'm coming in June. And she said May was better for her. Plus her birthday's in May. My husband's birthday's in May. And their birthdays are like a week apart from each other. So we're going to kind of make this like a birthday trip for my husband, but also a birthday visit to go see my daughter, even though it's not going to be her birthday when we're there, but still. So, yeah, so May is a busy month for us. So we're going to go for like almost a whole week. So that's going to be exciting. Can't wait to see her, new apartment. I can't wait to see like what her life is like over there. I can't wait to visit with her and see her and hug her and, do all the things. So definitely excited about that. So I am definitely happy to pay this amount because, if you have kids, there's just no price on, there's no amount of money that you wouldn't pay to see your kids. So I am happily paying this $762.76 to go see my daughter next month. So that trumps debt payment any day. So for that reason, I will not be able to make more of a debt payment this month. I'm going to have to hold back so that I can pay these off, because right now I've paid them, secured the tickets with my credit card last week. And so I need to pay this money back to my card. So that's why I need to make that payment. So I wanted to go ahead and pay out of this paycheck, not my last paycheck, because I didn't have enough. So I went ahead and just rolled that money over. So basically that money is paying for one of the tickets, is basically paying for like half. So yeah, so that was another reason why it was good that I had rollover saved up, because I was able to use that to, cash flow our trip. So we've got our tickets booked. We don't need a hotel. We don't really need a rental car because she'll be able to, pick us up and we'll be able to drive around with her in her car. So we plan on doing that. I mean, the only other thing we'll have to pay for is, parking at the airport for our car, and then, food. So, whatever we eat or do over there. So we still have some time to save up for that, for that part of it. So for vacation number 2, this is our other trip, and this one's the first trip that we're taking. We're going to LA at the end of the month. This month for something for my husband. He's into cars and stuff like that. Plus, we just want to kind of get away. It's been a long time since we've been able to do something like this. So it's been over a year, probably 2 years going on that we've, been able to take a trip. Other than, in prior years. So last month, was it last month already? February, we went to Phoenix, Arizona for the weekend. And so this month we're going to be going to Los Angeles for an event and something my husband wants to do. So we're going to go ahead and go. And we're going with friends. So we're not going solo. So it's going to be kind of like a group trip. So it's going to be fun. So we're going to be going for just kind of like a long weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, come back Monday. So that, we can go back to work, because I'm trying to save my time off from work for my visit to go see my daughter, and then save a little bit of days for the end of the year, towards the end of the year, for like, the holidays, and maybe if I get to go see her again or whatever. So I don't want to use up all my time right now. So we're just going to take a quick little trip. But we've already paid for our airfare. We've already paid for some of the things, but we still need to pay for our hotel, for our rental car, for food, for gas. I've already paid for the parking, airport parking. So, and we're kind of sharing this expense with our friends. So we're not having to pay like all of it. So $291 is going to be for our event ticket and for partial of our hotel and rental car. I'll need to pay a little bit more towards that, but I may pull that from my husband's paycheck when he gets paid in the next couple of weeks and cover the rest of it with that so that I can get back on track with paying off debt my next paycheck. So I won't have to take any more out of that, but we'll see. So the only other thing that we'll have to pay for is really food and maybe gas for the rental car, maybe a tank of gas. We're staying kind of close to the event, so we don't really need to, I don't think we'll really be driving maybe too far. So hopefully one tank of gas will be enough. And then food. So we'll need 3 days worth of food, eating out food. So hopefully we'll have some money in our budget to be able to do that and just cash flow it so we don't have to go into debt or take from our savings to be able to do that. We want to cash flow what we're spending. So yeah, so that's the plan. So that's why it's $291. It's $162 for part of the hotel, part of the car rental fee, and our event tickets. That was $291. And then I need to get toilet paper from Sam's. So I'm trying to do a Sam's pickup on maybe Saturday morning before I go to the bridal shower that day. So I budgeted $25. It may be a little bit less than that, but I'm just going to go ahead and budget $25. I was going to pull it out in cash in a sinking fund, but I'm like, for what? I'm just going to spend it right back. I'm just going to put it right back in the bank and pay my card. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my budget instead of saving it in a sinking fund. And that's really all I need right now. I'm kind of stocked up on everything. I don't think I really need much. So I'm just going to go ahead and put $25 for a big pack of toilet paper. I think I'm pretty much good on everything else. And then that'll be it for that. And yeah, so that's what we got going on for our budget this time around. We are budgeted. We've got 3 cents left in our budget to budget for somewhere. And yeah, so we're pretty strapped this paycheck. Normally I would save a lot on this paycheck and then pay a lot of debt, but I can't do that this month. So that's kind of disappointing. But for our sinking funds, this is kind of what the plan is. We are going to be saving for Christmas. So these are the envelopes. I'm doing I guess it's like a 52 envelope challenge. And so these are the envelopes that I'm going to be filling up this time around. So it should be about $98 worth. I'm going to save $46 for my trash sinking fund. We're just going to save, our regular sinking fund amounts for all these annual subscriptions that we've got coming up. My car maintenance, I'm going to stuff $38, and that's just to get me back up to $100. So I have 62 right now. With this 38, that'll put me back at 100 after buying my son's key fob. So I want to try to get back to 100. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that. And then I'm going to just stuff $25 for our pet vets and $32 for their flea and tick medicine, which, they'll need eventually. So I want to stay on task with that. So I kind of took off a lot of the fluff. I've taken off a lot that I had in here that I was, trying to save for and putting a little extra in, but I think I'm just gonna wait and maybe double up for next month. This one I'm actually have already saved up what I need, but it's not due until August. I don't know how that worked out, but anyways, yeah, so I don't even need to save for this category anymore until after August. So I've just kind of been ignoring this one, so that's 0. But basically I just took all of these out. All of these that are 0, I just took those out, and I'm not going to save this paycheck for those. So I'll just wait a little bit longer. And then I may add, like I said in my other video, I may add a new sinking fund for my electric bill, since I'm going to be on the balanced budget billing, so that I can be watching how much, you know, for that 7th month they're going to true me up for. And then after that, I think the lady said it would be like a year, so then I would be good for a year after that. But my contract renews in January, so the 6 months should get me to close to January. And then come in January, if they're not the cheapest, then I'll have to get on a plan with someone else. I'll be searching around for, you know, new electric contracts. So that hopefully will get me through the end of the year until my contract expires. So yeah, so this is how we're looking. We're going to be stuffing $334, so we'll have a cash stuffing video for that. And that's all we're working with right now. So with all that being said, with all that being updated, this is kind of how we're looking for the month. We're still going to be making almost $1,000 in debt payments, which that was my goal. My goal was to try to do at least $1,000 per month in debt payments. So whatever that equals to. And, you know, individually, whatever that equals to, but like try to keep it at 1,000. That was my goal. And so I'm close to that goal for this month. So I guess I'm kind of okay with that. I was able to make, you know, a good amount of payment. I wish I could get under that $7,000 mark, but I think that would just have to wait until next month. So that's how we're looking. We're looking at, you know, having this much, not having this much, but this is, you know, these amounts here. This is kind of what we have budgeted so far. So we'll definitely see how it goes and keep up with our, you know, budget for the month and see how we trend come closer to the end of the month. But that's the plan. I'm happy that, you know, that's definitely going to be about 1,000. So that's awesome to me. I'm happy with that. But yeah, you guys, so that's going to be it for our paycheck budget for the second paycheck of April. Stay tuned for our cash stuffing video. That will probably be dropped on Friday or Saturday, maybe, if I can get to it in time tomorrow. I need to go to the bank and get the cash and do all that. So stay tuned, you guys. We'll have a lot of content coming up. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.